Hi there, my name is Kimberly Steele, and today I'm going to be performing some Orphic hymns for you. Orphic hymns are ancient poems from Greece that are dedicated to the gods and goddesses of ancient Greece. And I have modernized some tunes for them because they don't seem to have any accompaniments. They're called hymns, that's true, but all that exists is the ancient Greek poetry that was translated a few times into English. The translation that I am using is by the occultist Thomas Taylor, that's from the 1800s. All right, I'm going to sing some lunar hymns today because today is Monday. And the lunar hymns I'm going to sing, there's two of them. They're going to be Selene and Artemis. I'm going to begin with Selene. Here, goddess queen, diffusing silver light, horned and wandering through the gloom of night, with stars surrounded and with circuit wide, night's torch extending through the heavens you ride. Female, male, with borrowed rays you shine, now full, not turning to decline. Mother of ages, fruit-producing moon, whose amber orb makes night's reflected noon. Lover of horses, splendid queen of night, all-seeing power, bedecked with starry light. Lover of vigilance, foe of strife, in peace rejoicing, and a prudent life. Fair lamp of nights, ornamented friend, who gives to nature's works their destined end. Queen of the stars, always Diana hail, decked with a graceful robe and a shining veil. Come, blessed goddess, prudent, starry bright, come, moon and lamp, with chaste and splendid light. Shine on these sacred rites with prosperous rays, and please accept thy splendid's mystic praise. Thank you so much. That was the Orphic Hymn to Selene. Thanks for asking, Bob. I'm fine. How are you? All right. I am going to now sing Artemis. Try to lift up my guitar here. might get a little more comfortable. A little bit like awkward with the seated position. I might help to readjust. Okay, thanks for waiting. Hear me, Joe's daughter, celebrated queen, Balkan land titan of unknown mean. In God's rejoicing and on all to shine, torch-bearing goddess, Artemis divine, o'er births presiding, and thyself made, to labor pains imparting, ready then sacred priestess of the holy star, fierce huntress, lording in the art of war, swift in the course, in dreadful arrow skill, wandering by night, rejoicing in the field. On masculine form, a fastidious mind, illustrious demon, nurse of humankind, tears that earthly made of monsters fell, 'tis thine blessed maid on woody hills to dwell, for of the stag, woods and dogs delight, in endless youth flourish fair and bright. Oh, you never so queen, august and divine, of various forms, Sidonian powers thine, dread God and goddess, with benignant mind, auspicious come to mystic rites incline, give earth a store, beauteous fruits to bear, and send gentle peace, health with lovely hair, and drive to the mountains all disease and care. Thank you so much. All right, that was the Orphic Hymn to Artemis. All right, I'm gonna do a few extra today. It's gonna be a little bit of a bonus Orphic Hymn day. All right, it's gonna be Poseidon next. Here, mighty Neptune, ruler of the sea profound, whose liquid grasp begets the solid ground, who at the bottom of the stormy main, dark and deep bosomed, holds the watery rain, helpful hand the brazen trident bears, and the ocean's utmost bound thy will reveals. Thee I invoke, whose steeds the foams defy, raging sea, like horse coming back, the trembling waves obey. Earth shaking dark the liquid plains, the third division beat to the ordains. Does that Trojan demon survey? Well, please the monsters of the ocean plain, confirm and spaces, and with prosperous gears of ships along and swell the spacious sails. At gentle peace and fair health beside, and pour abundance in a blameless tide. Oh, thanks for asking about that, Bob. Oh, yeah. You know what? He has a song that I do sing on. I do some like high ahs, like, ah, like that sort of thing. Kind of like a video game soundtrack, sort of. But he's reworking that song because the rhythm is a bit wonky. And so if he reworks it, I'll certainly I'll certainly play it at some point. It would be something that he could play too, obviously. It's a song that he came up with. All right, I am going to do a couple more. Like I said, I am raising special prayers today to Hermes for a friend of mine named Moss. Definitely, we all need help right now. I feel that if you've read my Demonic Possession of the Left series, I feel that right now, whether you believe in demons or not, you don't really have to in order for them to uh, exist. In my mind, it's like magic. It exists whether you believe in it or not, or your belief is not necessary. I feel right now that the demonic activity is so bad that even people who aren't normally sensitive to it are feeling it right now. I mean, I feel that a lot of not just people on the left. There's people certainly on every end of the political spectrum who are definitely suffering with the influence of demons right now. And I don't mean that necessarily in like, oh, they're evil, they should be uh, banished or exorcised or something. No, what I'm just saying is that there's a lot of really dark forces riding the airwaves right now, and I'm trying to raise prayers to my patron gods, my patron deities, and then some, because they're very much needed. I ask for you to pray for me, pray for my business. My business is down to half the students, and I haven't had this few students since I began doing this 24 years ago. It is a scary time. I don't know that I'll be able to keep my studio open for the remainder of the lease. I don't know. I don't know that I can afford to. I think I'm trying to pull out all the stops to do it. I'm selling some of my garden produce just to afford groceries. And but it's nothing, it's no big deal. I feel extremely privileged. I'm privileged enough not to be working right this moment and bringing this show to you. So, I mean, that's obviously coming from a position of privilege. But anyway, I do ask for your prayers to Hermes. I'm going to raise this prayer to Hermes for Moss and others. I know others have asked me to pray to the deities for them. I'm constantly doing so every single night. I am going to sing Hermes now and then Athena. Hermes, draw near and to my prayer incline, angel of Jove and my son divine, prefect of contest, ruler of mankind, with heart almighty and a prudent mind, celestial messenger of various skill, whose powerful arts could watchful Argus kill. With winged feet till line through the air to go, so friend of man and prophet of discourse, great life supporter to rejoices thine in arts majestic and in far divine, with power endured, all language to explain. Oh, have care the listener and the source of gain. Loose and contains our blameless peace, the rock Corusian, blessed profitable God. Various speech whose aid in works we find, and in necessities to mortals kind. Dire weapon and a tongue, which men revere, be present Hermes, and thy suppliant here. Since my works conclude my life with peace, give graceful speech and memories increase. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So that was the Orphic Hymn to Hermes, and I will wrap up. Oh, neat. Yes, you know what? Catholics are, I'm talking to Bob here. Catholics are one of the few groups of Christians who still believe in demons. I've heard the Orthodox Church still does exorcisms, and I know that certain Catholic, uh, denominations also still do them. Demons are a serious problem. I mean, it's again, I don't. I'm coming from at this from the standpoint of of atheism 5 years ago. I was an atheist 5 years ago. I can still quote Christopher Hitchens and Bertrand Russell. I mean, this is um, this is a time where if you don't know what's coming at you, you are in trouble. And prayer can protect you quite a bit. It's very, very good. Prayer is very useful for that, for protecting you from the influence of demons. Obviously, I believe that demons can't get in unless you invite them. Uh, I know that some people disagree with that, but they can't get in without an invitation. And prayer definitely is a repellent to them. It's definitely the opposite of an invitation to a demon. It definitely is calling upon a much higher power than them. All right. I'm going to now sing Athena. Begotten, no race of Jove, no sail and feast, no choice in caves to rove, no warlike palace, whose illustrious kind, ineffable, ineffable we find. Magnanimous and vain, the rocky height, and groves and shade, and mountains the delight. In times rejoicing, who with fury start, and what the souls of mortals doth inspire. Gymnastic virgin, of terrific mind, dark organ Spain, unmeritless in kind, author of arts, impetuous understood, reach to the wicked, wisdom to the good. Male and male, he had to war online, magnetic knowledge, dragoness divine, o'er the flaming giants, roused to rise, like horses driving destruction die. Thank you. That was Athena. Oh my goodness. Yes, of course, Avalon. I will definitely pray for you. Oh, did you? I love Ika Sophia. Yeah, I love those all of his blogs. I'm so addicted to those blogs. I read if I'm not commenting, I'm still reading. I'm still there reading. It's a lot of times I just I just lurk. I lurk a lot. I have my own blog too, and it keeps me busy. And the other day, somebody, who was it? Abraham left this wonderful comment on my blog. It was so good, and I felt so mad that I couldn't answer it all day, and I actually had to wait till the next day to answer it. But yeah, I just and he found it through Ika Sophia too. So and there's all these really great commenters where I just basically I don't have my own commenters. I just siphon them off from Ika Sophia. Yeah. So it's really funny. Anyway, I hope you will be blessed, and I hope the blessings of the gods will be with you, whether that is Jesus or that is Athena, Poseidon, the Artemis, Selene, or any of the other gods of the earth, really. There are many. And I will definitely be keeping you in my prayers, Evelyn C. And yes, and it's a very scary, dark time right now, and I, we're all going through it. We're all going through it. Anybody who is, sensitive right now, if you have any bit of a bit of that psychic sensitivity or whatever, even if you think you don't, it's very, very bad out there right now. I mean, it's basically like the astral plane is the septic tank right now. We're waiting without boots, and that's kind of the way it feels right now. There's I think there's a show called with Mike Rowe, and he does dirty jobs, and sometimes he goes into the sewer, and it was like neck high, and with this guy who works in the sewers, and I was like, that is exactly what the astral plane feels like right now. I mean, it really is. I mean, just every day it's an onslaught. So I am praying for you guys. I am. And I pray via these tunes. I pray the normal way, whatever. Definitely constant prayer right now. All right. Thank you for watching. I do these every day. Oh yeah. No, thanks for yeah. Bob, I was born sensitive too, but I didn't realize in which ways. It's like I was always misinterpreting my own signs, and I wasn't raised in a I was raised in a very secular household. I mean, we were Christian and name only kind of, and I didn't realize that what was going. I think a lot of people who are psychologically disturbed right now, they don't understand that they're actually sensitive to a lot of what's going on, and because they don't have the protection of prayer, and they don't have the protection of of really anything. They're not doing I do this thing called the sphere of protection every day, which really does get rid of a lot of it, but they don't know any of the old natural magic traditions like hoodoo. Like, if today was so bad, I mean, it's freezing out, but I almost took a hoodoo bath, which is like a cold bath with a little chili pepper and some vinegar thrown in. I almost did that today. I still may do it tonight. I mean, it's that bad out there. It is so bad. I mean, it's just, and I knew it would get worse. I knew it would start snowballing like this, but I mean, it is so bad. It is just crazy bad. I mean, it hasn't been this bad since the late 80s, early 90s. That's what it feels like right now. It feels I haven't felt it get this bad out there just in general since I was in high school. Yeah. So it is really crazy. So may you be blessed. Um yeah, and I will pray for your protection for sure. To my deities and to yours. Jesus Christ seems like a pretty swell guy. Uh, all right. So anyway, take it easy. I will see you tomorrow. I'll be doing it the same time tomorrow, and in the weekends I do it late. Uh, all right, and have a beautiful day.